So, firstly, thank you very much for joining us today. I was hoping you could just introduce yourself to start us off.
Yes, certainly. So I'm Jasmine Birtles. I'm a TV presenter, money expert, and founder of moneymagpie.com.
So, I was hoping you could start off by telling us what kind of efforts our public services are going through to keep us safe on a daily basis.
Yes, certainly. Well, of course, as we know, behind closed doors, all sorts of things are being done to keep us safe, to make sure that we can walk down the street without fear of attack. And this is done much of the time at night, as well as during the day by our emergency services, the police, and the accident and emergency at the NHS. In fact, the NHS has 1.7 million workers in it. The police has about 150,000. But the police, as we know, they've lost quite a lot of money. Over the last 8 years, they've had cuts of about £3 billion. With the loss of 21,000 officers. So, even though the demands on their time are growing, apparently they have as many calls on an ordinary June day as they used to get on a New Year's Eve, they have fewer resources to deal with them.
So, do you believe that it's important for the private sector to take action and reward those working in the services?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And I think, certain companies are doing so just really as a kind of a thank you, as well as, a good way to get extra customers through the door. I mean, 1.7 million NHS workers and hundreds of thousands in the police and fire brigade. That's a decent number of customers that you can bring in. So, yes, there are quite a few companies that are offering discounts here and there. But one that's just doing something at the moment is a UK supermarket chain, Iceland, which is offering 10% to all emergency services workers until until 29th of July. Of course, if they take out the bonus card, because Iceland has what they call a bonus card, which is like a prepaid card where you get extra money put in when you upload it with cash. If they take that up, then they can have their 10% discount until the end of August. So, for the weekly shop, that can be quite a decent discount. Because a lot of people, if you've got a family, you're talking £100 for the week. That's a saving of £10 each time.
So if other companies sort of do that, it could be helpful and useful to those that receive it.
Yes, to those that receive it and to the company as well. So on the one hand, it's a good way of saying thank you, of supporting them and helping morale, because morale is pretty low, I think, in all the emergency services. They're all feeling that they haven't been paid enough, they haven't seen their wages go up very much, and yet prices have gone up. So it helps to show them, yes, we appreciate you, we give you personally a discount. But also, it helps the companies themselves. They're seeing all sorts of people, extra customers that they could get through their doors.
So do people sort of take full advantage of this? And I suppose the other problem is are people always aware of it?
Well, exactly. And I think that is an issue. It very much depends on your manager. And quite often, it's individual companies that are offering them. And it's really only if you happen to go past it or happen to see it on their website to know if you could actually get a discount. I think it's worth it. If you are working for the emergency services and you do have one of those cards, frankly, it's worth asking wherever you are. I would, if I remember, and I know teachers get discounts as well. I'd say, if you go to a restaurant too, you do discounts for emergency services, or into a shop, do you do a discount? You might, if you don't ask, you don't get. And then, of course, companies themselves, it's very helpful if they can promote their discounts. Here, Iceland, I know, is doing their best to promote it through the media, so that individuals can find out that actually they could be getting a special discount at that supermarket. But it would be nice, I think, for more managers to gather in the discounts so that their workers know, oh, yes, I could go to this place and get a discount, whereas I couldn't at that place.
So would you encourage other companies to do it? And also, what are the benefits if they do?
Oh, yes. I would encourage other companies to either offer discounts or maybe do what quite a few other companies are doing and offer more flexible delivery times, for example, because, of course, people who work in the NHS or police or fire brigade, they're often working nights. So it's difficult for them to have things delivered at the time that other people have things delivered. So maybe early evening, early morning, that's better for them. And I think for companies, it means that they can reward loyal customers and potentially bring in more, because it's quite a large pool to choose from. And certainly in every area, you've got people working in the emergency services. I mean, in Kent, for example, there are 120,000 people who work in the emergency services. So that's a decent number of potential new customers that a company could get.
Are there other ways that companies can help the public sector and services?
Well, I think being generally more open and more aware, and I have to say I hold up my hands myself here because before I heard of the NHS of the Iceland offer, their discount, it hadn't really occurred to me that there could be special offers for people working in the emergency services. But I think now that I've seen it, and companies that are seeing companies like Iceland doing really quite nicely out of this and getting more people in it and really showing their appreciation and being appreciated by the emergency services and by others, I think other companies could follow suit. I mean, I know, for example, Starbucks offers a discount on their coffees to people in the emergency services. And I think, again, other coffee shops could do something similar so that we keep these people in their jobs and stop them leaving, because quite a lot are leaving. I just saw something just recently about some NHS workers leaving that and going and working in supermarkets because they felt the hours were better and they were better treated and generally. So the more that we can do to keep people in their jobs, reduce the churn, the better, I think.
So where can our listeners find out more?
Well, obviously you can go to iceland.co.uk to find out about their bonus card scheme and also the discount for emergency services. But also it's a good idea if you are wondering about discounts, and there are lots of discounts, whether you're with the emergency services or not. There's lots of offers and freebies. Have a look on personal finance websites like my own, moneymagpie.com, to see what's on offer, and because there are discounts all the time, and even totally free stuff that you could be having. It's just a question of knowing where they are.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us here at Art Radio Transmission in Kent.
Thanks very much.